Hello viewers, welcome to a playlist of videos that I'm creating to serve as a tutorial for speedrunning Homeworld Desert of Kharak. I'm doing this to try and generate some interest in speedrunning this game so that there are more runners besides myself. I'm also going to use this as a medium for me to document all of my knowledge that I have of this game so far. I'll be creating a video for each mission, and in that video I will start off by explaining and showcasing all the strategies that I found that are used to complete the mission quickly. I'll do that kind of slowly and take my time. Afterwards, I will play through the mission very quickly so you can get a feel of how it all comes together. I hope you find them informative as well as entertaining. The first thing I'm going to talk about is options here. These are your graphics setting. Excuse me, I just burped. So I have a pretty powerful rig. I have a 5960X for my CPU. It's overclocked to 4.6 gigahertz. I have two GTX 980s and SLI. I also have an 850 Pro SSD that this game is played off of. First thing I want to talk about is frame rate. So with my rig, I play this game at around 70 to 78 FPS consistently. That's kind of like the range that I get. In some very large battles that have a lot of like explosions and other effects going on, it can dip down to maybe like 42 is the lowest I've seen it go. And when it dips down, it literally dips down for like half a second or a second, so I really don't notice it all that much. The next thing to talk about is load times. So adjusting your resolution or any of these other quality settings will not affect your load times. I've done some testing on that. I play this game at like 720p with the lowest texture qualities and everything on low, and my load times were the same. So what I would recommend is max out your settings to give yourself the most pretty, beautiful playing experience, as well as maintaining a pretty good FPS. Anything I think above 60 would be good. There are no tricks or anything in this game that are FPS dependent, so whatever FPS you get, it's not going to affect your speed of completing this game as quickly as possible. That being said, if you do want to improve your load times, get better storage. So obviously somebody playing on like an M.2 SSD or a PCIe SSD is going to have a lot faster load times than somebody playing this game on a 5400 RPM hard drive or something like that. So if you want better load times, upgrade your storage. Now, this game, here are the controls. You cannot adjust or change the controls from this menu. You can do it from some sort of INI file editing. There's tutorials on that on the internet. I do not do that. I use the standard settings. Nothing else to talk about here. So starting with the campaign, we start on Epsilon base. We do not do the tutorial, and we play on easy difficulty. That's the fastest way to beat each mission. These stars just show that I've beaten this mission on Classic, and I've done that with every mission. So we start with Epsilon base. We're going to finish with Kartoba. Just for future reference, before I hit start, I will be editing out load times as well as long cutscenes. There's really no need, or excuse me, there's really no reason to showcase those. That being said about load times, if anybody knows how to create a load time remover plugin for LiveSplit for this game, that would be sick, and I would totally be on board with that. I don't think your time should be hardware dependent. It could give a level playing field for all runners of this game, besides myself. So right now at the moment, since I'm the only runner, it's not an issue, but if there was like 5 of us and we all had different hardware configurations and somebody happened to have the best time because they had the best hardware, it's really not fair to the other player who perhaps can't afford the top of the high-end hardware. So if anybody out there that watches this has any sort of experience in creating load time removers or basically pausing LiveSplit while the game is loading, that would be excellent, and I'd be on board with that. But anyways, let's start this out, and then I will cut to some meaningful gameplay.
Fleet Manager online. Resource Control System online. Unit status online. Command System online. Objective tracking online. All control systems successfully installed and online.
Systems confirmed. Rachel, redeploy to your base runner.
Copy that.
Attention all stations. This is Fleet Intelligence for the expedition carrier Capisi. I will be issuing all mission objectives through this channel.
Spool up.
Before departure, we need to run essential tests on our key capabilities. Vehicle production, resource salvaging, and combat operations. Time is of the essence, so let's run through these quickly. Fleet operations, is your channel clear?
Affirmative. I will be providing all non-critical updates on unit production, research, resource salvaging, and all carrier systems through this channel.
Copy that. Stand by to initiate production test.
I think he says some more stuff.
First,
Yep, there he goes.
deploy a salvager from the command carrier Capisi.
So just a couple things to talk about real quick. I moved Rachel over here. You should do that at the very start of the mission. There will be a couple of objectives. So the first one is to build a salvager to gather resources. The second will be to have Rachel repair the support cruiser. The third will be to research LAV fabrication. The fourth will be to build 3 LAVs, and the fifth will be to destroy some target drones that appear over here. So as you could see when I started off, I put my waypoint over here and the game automatically placed it back. One thing, don't get into the habit of placing your waypoint over here and then forgetting to change it. So it's just kind of a demonstration to show that you need to change your waypoint after you build your salvager. So to build your salvager, you're supposed to go into basic construction and then hit salvager. The hotkeys for that are E and then R. I find it really easy to just use the hotkey home to select the Capisi and then do ER real quick. I don't use the F1 for the Capisi or the F4 for Rachel. I'll give Rachel her own control group later. I don't like using F keys, they're kind of out of the way for me. So to do this, I hit home and then ER real quick, just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and change my
Proceed to
waypoint
rally
over
point.
here.
Secure location marked.
This is just a little bit of optimization. It literally saves just
Salvager
a couple of
Stand by to commence
microseconds,
resource test.
and then select them and
Order
tell
the
them to go
salvager
harvest
gather
those
nearby resources
CUs.
located here.
So basically what it does is as he comes out of the Capisi, he'll automatically start turning over here instead of coming down here and then
Rachel,
going
the
over.
Capisi support cruiser has suffered a mechanical failure and requires immediate repairs before departure.
So as soon as this R pops up, you can right click on a
Use
unit
your base runner to
to
repair the support
heal it.
cruiser located here.
So one thing you can do is you can just hover your mouse over the support cruiser, and as soon as this repair function pops up, you can right click it. Another thing you can do is you can kind of just spam your right click button
Reading you.
until Rachel starts healing, and then you
CU
can let
field
go.
depleted.
Whatever kind of works for you. After this, you're going to lose control of Rachel, so don't worry about
Good
anything
work,
with her.
Rachel. Stand by for combat test. In order to produce combat vehicles, we will need to invest time and resources in upgrading our tech. The first step is to upgrade the Capisi's advanced manufacturing facilities. Once that is done, we will be able to build light attack vehicles. Go for carrier.
So here you kind of saw, I had the Capisi selected and I had my mouse in a position, so when LAV fabrication popped up, I could just immediately click it. There's really no good visual cue, you just kind of have to know how far it is down, and you're just kind of like have a mental picture of it. I've done this enough that I just have a mental picture of where my mouse needs to be on the screen to automatically select LAV fabrication. Now we're going to change our waypoint to be
Rally
over
point
here.
set. Move to light attack vehicle fabrication now online.
Produce 3 light attack vehicles from the Capisi.
So with this, I just hit E and then E, E, E. So 4 times. You can just spam E 4 times as fast as your fingers let you. So
Light attack vehicle in service.
the production drones or the combat drones pop up over here. So get your
Light
waypoint
attack
over here
vehicle
so that your light attack vehicles automatically
Light attack
start
vehicles
heading
ready.
over here.
Target drones are now ready for weapons testing. Use the light attack vehicles to target and destroy the drones located here.
So one thing about these target drones to destroy them quickly, LAVs as they are turning, they will not fire their weapon. So if this guy is like coming around, he'll fire his weapon, but as soon as he like drives maybe this way and does like a zigzag, while he's turning, he will not fire his weapon. He'll only fire it if he's traveling in a straight line. The turret can pivot around, so if he's driving away from them, it'll fire back towards them. So one thing to do is just kind of keep your LAVs going in a straight line towards the target drones. Now LAVs have this boost ability. It makes them drive faster for a couple seconds. And the other thing I want you to know is the hold button. So how I do this is I normally grab all of my LAVs and I will boost them up to a position. Once they all start firing, I'll hold them and then select the next target drone.
Hold position. Move to intercept.
That way they don't go driving around in circles or anything like that. They just have a clear line of sight for each target drone. And obviously that goes a lot faster.
For launch. Operations?
Go.
Bridge? Go. Rachel?
Science team's in place. We're go.
Engineering? Go. Confirm all systems go.
Now the last thing you need to do is
We are
launch the
go for
Capizzi.
launch.
When the camera gets done panning to this position that it's in now, I look at this texture right here, this little rectangle that's painted on the surface. I look at this top left corner and I move my mouse just slightly left and slightly down. That way that whenever this launch Capizzi button pops up, it's just automatically, or my mouse is automatically over it and I can just click and I'm good to go.
Prepare to open outer door. Fire all charges. Disengage lock.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do that mission quickly for you guys again. We'll cut to that part.
Mass ratio in line.
Bringing systems online. Fleet manager online. Resource control system online. Unit status online. Command system online. Objective tracking online. All control systems successfully installed and online.
So like I said, most of this mission is just kind of mouse placement, so I'll do this kind of quickly for you guys.
Deploy to your base runner.
Copy that.
Attention all stations. This is fleet intelligence for the expedition carrier Capizzi. I will be issuing all mission objectives through this channel. Before departure, we need to run essential tests on our key capabilities: vehicle production, resource salvaging, and combat operations. Time is of the essence, so let's run through these quickly. Fleet operations, is your channel clear?
Affirmative. I will be providing all non-critical updates on unit production, research, resource salvaging, and all carrier systems through this channel.
Copy that. Stand by to initiate production test.
Rally point set.
First, deploy a salvager from the command carrier Capizzi. Systems ready. Secure us for move. Stand by to commence resource test. Order the salvager to gather nearby resources located here. Rachel, the Capizzi support cruiser has suffered a mechanical failure and requires immediate repairs before departure.
That unit is down. Get it back up and running.
Launch sections as they come loose. Use your base runner to repair the support cruiser located here.
Initiating repairs. CU deposit depleted. Repairs completed.
Good work, Rachel. Stand by for combat test. In order to produce combat vehicles, we will need to invest time and resources in upgrading our tech. The first step is to upgrade the Capizzi's advanced manufacturing facilities. Once that is done, we will be able to build light attack vehicles.
Move to location.
Go ahead.
Research completed. Light attack vehicle fabrication now online.
Produce 3 light light attack vehicles from the Capisi.
Obviously, the faster you can get these guys here, the better.
Light
So if
attack
you can use your
vehicle in
boost ability on these guys, that's pretty good.
Light attack vehicle online. Light attack vehicles ready.
Target drones are now ready for weapons testing. Use the light attack vehicles to target and destroy the drones located here. Copy. Clear to engage. Location marked. All required tests are complete. Give me a go, no-go for launch. Operations?
Go.
Bridge? Go. Rachel?
Science team's in place. We're go.
Engineering? Go. Confirm all systems go.
And that's it.
We are go for launch.
Update for local contact.
So a good time for this mission would probably be 8 minutes to like 8:05. I haven't figured out a way to go faster than that. And this is it for Epsilon base. I'll let this cutscene play because I'll show you when I do my splits as well. I actually decided to cut that out. So I normally split when I hit next mission here. So I have live split going, and then when I click next mission, I'll just split at the same time.
3 months ahead of schedule and just in time. The Gaussian threat was far greater than we had
I don't know if I should talk over Rachel. Anyways, that concludes the first episode of this playlist. The next episode or video, I haven't decided if I'm going to call them episodes or videos, but in the next video we'll be going over the Boneyard. So stay tuned until then, and see you guys later. Take care.
We have no choice now but to believe.